my ladies and pretty gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Look What's Happening in the Realm with yours truly, Light. Today I'm hearing a very intricate message, and this came through yesterday, and it's kind of a continuation of yesterday's message that is on the channel. Someone here in this energy, there's multiple people, but someone is trying to create some type of distraction, and they know that there is an important decision coming your way. There's something important, whether it is news, whether it is a phone call, an email, something that is going to change the trajectory of the path that you've been on this far, and certain things that you may have even given up on that is going to be reinstated. And this is someone who could have done a multitude of things in order to create this distraction. For some reason, I heard this is someone who is preemptively thinking about how they can put a gag order when something is being dealt with in the court, because they can't hold back or they can't mitigate the fact that it is going to court. For some of you, this is already happening. So they're thinking about how they can still manage their life, how they can still appear a certain way when this is going to the public, and how they can prevent that from happening. This could be someone who is discussing or trying to get advice from older members of their family or from people that they can strategize with or they have strategized with. One thing that was made apparent to me is if this is someone from your past, a family, someone that you've had a long-term connection with, whether it is an ex, this is somebody that is changing their number, they're changing their address, they're changing multiple things in their life so that they don't necessarily look like they're connected to something. I wasn't given exactly what this is, but I'm getting that it's a very, very important decision coming into your life that is going to benefit you. And this is someone who's trying to avoid, like, they could have changed your phone number in their contacts. They could have either deleted it, done something to make it impossible for people, or especially if you're at a distance from this person, like countries or states, or just at a distance from this person. They're trying to make it hard for you to understand what's going on in their life, because it actually has a lot to do with you. And as well, they're trying to make it hard for people that need to contact you. And all of this is an attempt to delay something that has literally already come to pass. So I'm hearing discussions being made preemptively, someone talking about how they can manage to put a case privately, because a lot of the stuff is going to be up to you. Like, you probably have the right to have a conversation about this, especially if your lawyer says it's okay. You have a right to publicize this. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of support if you do so. That's what this person is afraid of, and they're trying to figure out a way to legally put a gag order on someone. And I don't know if it's you that they're trying to do this to or if it's somebody else. But I got strongly that it's somebody else for some reason. Moving forward with this message, I feel like a lot of this is happening because you don't care about something. And the person that I picked up on, and this is another energy number 2, this is a third person, like whether it is a third party, not necessarily in a scandalous manner, but it's a third person that you could have had in your life. You might have them in your life right now, or they could be someone that isn't necessarily a pivotal character in your life. But whoever this person is, they feel like they're going to benefit from something. Like, this is somebody that could possibly have known an involvement that whoever this person is, energy number 1, has done in your life. They could know certain details, and I feel like this is somebody who was given opportunities to step up, to play the character that serves their highest self and also serves the people that they quote unquote love. But instead of doing that, they sort of succumbed or took several steps back because they didn't want to look a certain type of way. They didn't want to look desperate. And that's very weird because at the same time, this is an energy that I'm getting that this person thinks distancing themselves from you or being scarce somehow is going to make you want them more. My left ear is literally ringing. It's going to make you want them more. But that's not happening. And there's like an energy in your life that you're harnessing so much, whether it is a relationship, a friendship, or just you in general and your energy, that's making this person, energy number 2, feel very uneasy and unnerved. And I'm getting a very warning kind of energy from this person because they didn't want to get involved. And I don't think they understood how damaging that was for you and how conniving and snake-like energy number 1 actually is. I don't think they understood that. And the family and the friends, the coworkers, the people that, actually minus coworkers, the people that involve themselves in energy number 1, their life, they know this person. They know that this person is acting from shame. They're acting from cruelty, most importantly, and hatred towards you. And this is them at the bottom of the crumbling empire. And they're trying to get one last crumb. And that crumb is them hopefully, possibly being able to keep whatever is coming out of the public eye. And I'm telling you, this is going to be like someone truly losing all types of reputation. And that is exactly what this person, energy number 1, has tried to do with you. Energy number 2 may not know you deeply, but this is someone who was intrigued enough but they wanted to kind of see you desperate in some way because they were. And they didn't want to appear like the savior. They didn't want to appear like someone who was into you. And I feel like that happened because the energy around you was very like certain. People were really certain about some things. And even though this person kind of like saw through that, they didn't want to look desperate. They believed that reputation is everything. Or they believed, how do I explain it? Because the energy is so weird. By the way, this energy number 2, I have to say this. This is someone who's currently going through either a health crisis or they're going through some type of like process where they have to keep multiple jobs or they're not stable in their community. They're not stable and they could be hanging out. They could be there present with people that don't really serve them, but they're almost like side-eyeing them. They're side-eyeing them. They're in this place of internal isolation and even fear. Like, they're scared of what they're beginning to see about themselves within this community. It's like everything that this person portrayed themselves to be, they're realizing they were actually mirroring or bouncing off a very corrupt, like gauntly people that just mentally didn't have any type of empathy, any type of care about anybody else. They're standing there now, and God, their energy is dense. I can barely penetrate it. You know why? Because this is somebody who's trying to, like, they're trying to keep their scent off from the people around them, and they're scent off from you as well. Because they want to subtly pull the strings in the background and appear like they're not pulling the strings. They want to subtly kind of draw you in, right? Without appearing like they're catering to you. Because they feel like if they're seen catering to you, they're going to they're going to suffer the way you do. So that means this is somebody who's acknowledging the fact that you're suffering, the fact that you're suffering, the fact that you're being dragged through the mud, but they don't want to, like, they're scared of you. Like, that's what I'm getting. This is somebody who's scared of you. And this is energy number 2, by the way, but energy number 1 is totally scared of you in a totally different way. They're scared that everybody is going to know they were a liar the whole time. They were a fat mother liar the whole time. And God is not going to be done with this energy number 1 until they're not only in court, they're going to be begging for the crumbs. They're going to be begging for crumbs. I mean, forget getting a lower sentence. Forget not going to jail. Forget not going to prison. This is somebody they're already in spiritual prison, but they're going to be begging for crumbs. I'm talking like, okay, you're talking about this on media. Like, now the public media knows what's going on, but is it possible to hide this part? Is it possible to hide? Literally, and God is going to be like, nope, 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 nope. That's coming out too. Nope, nope. Literally. This is somebody who's going to be like one layer after another being peeled off until they're naked in front of everyone. Like, this is what I'm getting for energy number 1. So energy number 2 is slowly trying to disconnect. If they had any hooks within this community, within this person's sphere of influence, they're trying to unhook themselves subtly from these people in order to appear neutral. And I'm telling you, this is someone who is scared of you because you are very psychic. Whoever you are, you're very psychic, and you just know. You just know. And eventually, this is someone who's like, I need to stay further away because they think, okay, it's going to make them look innocent. That's what they think. It's going to make them look innocent. And I don't want you to demonize this character. I don't want you to demonize anybody, to be honest with you. And I don't want you to play that, don't listen to me, but I don't want you to play that character in the spiritual community that I see so often that has a hard time acknowledging bad things. It's like, if I slap you and your face is pink, I slapped you, your face is pink. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to acknowledge that. It doesn't take away from your awareness of the greater thing. It's more important to feel your feelings in the moment, to cry it out, to be angry, to let those feelings come through and process them, because I guarantee you're going to attract a reality that is more aligned to you, a reality that you deserve. And more often than not, we get mistreated by people because we're sitting around trying to wear a character, trying to appear unbothered and appear like we don't really care. That makes people feel like they need to chip away at us. And I'm not saying break down, react around people, but it's important to be able to express your true emotions. And I'm telling you, God will make a way for that. You have to believe in the fact that those are valid emotions. You are a human being. We can't just disregard, like, rah, this is like, it's negative. I need to, don't do that, because that's not actually helpful. That does the opposite thing. You end up carrying a load. Like, before you know it, you're crushed underneath the weight of all these rocks, all these loads that you didn't even bother to actually embody. I am a kind of person who suffers from that. I grew up in a narcissistic household that emotions were definitely weaponized against you, amongst so many other things that I will eventually talk about. But there was no way for me to actually accept what I felt. And it led me into many, many relationships and people that abused me in a way that I couldn't even acknowledge it was abuse. I was constantly introspecting. I was constantly like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. At some point, it's not you. At some point, the fact that it's you is that you're not accepting when you're hurt. Like, if somebody's cheating on me, I didn't care. I was just like, okay. That didn't help. Because you know what happened? They'd spin the story and they'd be like, it's because she's cheating. It's because she's cheating. No, it's because I'm too suppressed to accept my emotions. You're not gonna hurt me. That was me. It's not fair to me. So it's important for you to feel your feelings. I'm so sorry to go on this rant. I don't usually do that, but hey, I think that needs to be said. But moving forward, this is what's going to break that character, energy number 2. If energy number 2 has had a contact with you, if it's not somebody like on the sideline or a friend of a friend of a friend or something like a relative who's like watching in the corners, like biting their if it's not that kind of person, this is someone who they're almost waiting for you to say something or to place your emotional landscape somewhere that I don't know if they want to defend it or if they want to feel something outside of fear for you. And it's not fear of the situation that you're in, it's fear of you because they don't know how you're handling something. They have no idea. And I'm getting 2 very separate energies here, but somehow they're connected. Energy number 1 and energy number 2, they do have a connection. And I feel like this is a part of the beginning message that I said, where energy number 1 is trying to disconnect from like certain phone numbers. I don't know if this is someone who had like multiple fake accounts or fake numbers or fake associations that they need to now sort of clean house because they don't want to look so nasty. Like this is somebody that doesn't want to look nasty because they are nasty. See, in the spiritual community, I told you, it's not love and light. We've already been there, and I don't want to get fired up. I can already feel it here. They're nasty and parasitic. And this is someone who, for some reason, I don't know if they have... Okay, I'm not going to get into that. I don't want to create paranoia. Back to energy number 2, because I feel like that's the message that wants to come through. They're literally active. It's like, I don't know why they're not active in your life. That's the part that I need to say. My heart is like really hurting here. I don't know why they're not active. I think this is someone that's like all of a sudden the burden is like laying on them and they need to be proactive. Like maybe that's what I'm picking up on here. They need to be proactive now. And there's a window here for them. And they could be nervous because they could be missing out on the window of opportunity. Like, if this is someone that is like long term, very, very long term, that's probably not it. Like, this is someone that you don't likely know that much. And they're having a window of opportunity because if you are resonating so far, you already know. People know more about you than you know about them because certain people in your life have made it a business or make it a business when you step into your individuality. They make it a business to spread your business. That's just the case, right? That's just the case. So this is someone who has a window of opportunity and they're seeing you. Perhaps this is a part of their fear is the fact that they see you as someone that doesn't have a commitment. They don't have a commitment. And I don't know if they want to pin you down, but I also got a message of them like wanting something traditional, whether it is like a traditional friendship, like they want something named, cut out, and like pinned down because they're like afraid. I don't know if they're afraid because there's somebody else coming in, and I'm getting this is a very windy energy. Like it could be air sign. I don't really do that stuff, but hey, it could be a windy energy. Like this is someone who's like wanting to gallop in and sort of take the wind out of their sail, energy number 2 sail. And they don't want to be that. They don't want to be left behind because I feel like they might know a lot about you, but you don't know a lot about them. And they want to change that and be proactive because for some reason, whether it is because you're in the same workplace or same family situation, or because of this first energy's weird extracurricular activities, this energy number 2 knows about you. And because of that, they know this swooping outsider who's coming in. And this could be like a sense too, like a sense that you're moving on, a sense that something better is coming for you or will come for you, and that they're just like sleeping on you and you don't care. Like this is someone who's realizing you're not going to care if they stay away. You're not going to care if they, if they're trying to approach you all shaky. You're not going to care about any of those things. And they need to stop caring about what your commitments are, what your business is, and they need to just be authentic, right? Especially if they have information about energy number one or energy number one's multiple facades, they need to come clean. Because I'm telling you, energy number one is already preoccupied by future situations where they are trying to cover their ass long down in the line because they know their ass is literally, they're sitting next to the guillotine. They know that. So I hope this resonated. For some of you, this could be a family member. Like energy number one could definitely be a family member or someone that you've known for a long time, enough to develop such a rotten, putrid hate. Outside of that, I'm done here. I need to go. I don't reach out. Those are scammers. Everything you need to know is in the description box down below. I had sat here to read you my book, Sad Girl, and I'm probably going to, this is the first one, because the second one is about to drop. I've talked about this before, but I will drop a little reel or something. Not from this one, but from the second one, so that you can know what it is about. You know what I mean? Anyway, until next time. Ciao.